And good morning, everybody. It's Tom Chenault, and it's the Hair on Fire call, and it's a beautiful morning. I interviewed a guy yesterday on the radio. He wrote a terrific little book called Heroes for My Son, and his little boy's 8 years old, and he looks like he's about 4 in this picture, and his dad's holding him up in the air, and the little boy's smiling at the camera like he's flying. And he wrote this book, and he said, here, I want this little boy to see all these heroes, because there's nothing he can't do. Here's something he wrote. Every day they knew they'd fail. Every day, every time they'd go out and fly. Every time they brought along extra materials because they knew their fledgling design would crash. Crash and rebuild. Crash and rebuild. But never, ever, ever give up. Here's the quote. If we worked on the assumption that what is accepted as true really is true, there would be little hope for advance. Orville and Wilbur Wright. Think about that. The Wright brothers, they took along extra stuff because they knew they were going to crash. When it was time to try to build the first airplane, Samuel Langley had incredible money and tens of thousands of dollars in funding. Bicycle salesman Orville and Wilbur Wright had a flying toy their father gave them as children and a dream they refused to give up on. Guess who won? Think about that. The dream that you forget to give up on today is your longevity. The dream of having your life the way that you want it to look. Your life the way that you want it to look. Not somebody else's plans for your life. Your plan, where you get to travel everywhere to see your kids. Your kids are all over the world, and you get to jump on an airplane whenever you feel like it and go visit. Larry Saint over in Hong Kong, getting to go over to Germany. John getting to go over to Hawaii. Whichever place you want to go, you get up that morning and you say, guess what? I think I'm going to go see the kids. And you don't let money or time or a cubicle to decide your flight schedule. You decide your flight schedule. That's the things that are that's the opportunity that's there for each and every one of us. And all we need to do today is to decide that we are not going to be stopped no matter what. You are Orville and Wilbur Wright. You don't have to have all the money in the world to do that. Those guys usually finish last. Have you ever noticed that the kids, the children of the professional athletes, the ones that have all the coaching, all the training, all the opportunity, never make it to the big leagues? The mom and dad did. Why did they do it? Because they fought through it. They didn't have that, and they had to have sheer determination. That's what each and every one of us have. Sheer determination. People will look at you all day long and say that network marketing business of yours won't fly. It will never get off the ground. And to them I say, you want to bet? And you look them in the eye and say, really? Thanks for telling me that. Do you want to pay my mortgage? All you need to know is that you've got that fire in your eye. All you need to know is that you're unstoppable. All you need to know is that there's nothing that you can't do. And then you go find 4 people and you instill the same thought pattern into them so that they can hit their dreams. Not your dreams, their dreams. And that's all you're doing. The power of who? You're going to find those people in the power of who? Mr. Schmooze. You're going to learn how to treat those people in Mr. Schmooze. The Magic of Thinking Big, all those other books are fantastic. I want you to read them. I want you to learn them. I want you to be them. I promise you, if you can get that kind of technology, that kind of knowledge into your soul, I promise you, you are going to build a dynasty. Each and every one of you. I'm watching it happen right now. I'm watching you people fight through December. I'm watching you take on huge causes, take on huge projects, take on huge people. It is so exciting to hear what some of you are up to. It's unbelievable. And I can feel the unstoppable. I can feel the fact that you are not going to take anything except the very best in this business. Susie McCoy, that email that you sent yesterday was over the top about your commitment to learning how to teach your team, how to be the leader that you want, how to take that on like that, how you demand it from your upline, their participation in their partnership, because they are in your dream with you. They are going to have to help you get to your dream. That is so exciting that you've gotten that accountable, where you're reading the books, where you're understanding what you need to do. The time I was overwhelmed by your email because it took such thought, it took such determination, and it took such guts to write it. And I know that the stand that you're making for your 4 people is going to be unbelievable. And when they get how you feel about them, it's going to be all over but the crying. Robin Stewart and Loris out there in Ohio, you people can do this thing. I know that you can do it. All you need to do to decide to do that today is decide to walk the path that's already been walked by other people. There are, Lisa Barney is doing it. Denise Chenault is doing it. Shelly Schneider is doing it. I can go on and on and on of people that have read the books, that are walking the talk and seeing the results come out the other side. And the people that aren't, when I walked into that meeting in Chicago and I said, everybody who's read The Power of Who raised their hand, and only a couple of people raised their hands, that's where it starts. You've got to know that you've got to do it that way. And I said, I'll come over to your house to read the book to you. It's that important. I'll come to your house because I know that if I offer to come to your house, you're going to say, no, Tom, don't do that. I'm going to read it. But that's how serious I am. I would come over and you would sit on my lap and I would read that book to you. It's that important. I would read Mr. Schmooze to you. It's that important. I don't make a nickel. I'm not in the book business. The reason I do the books is because I know that they are the foundation of what you are building here. I know that for a fact. I talk to Steve Wallach every day. He's telling me about the growth around the company. He's telling me about Todd and Blake and how they are exploding their groups, doing exactly the same thing that we're doing. We're doing it the same way for the first time in the history of longevity, and the lift is extraordinary. Now we've got to get the lift into your business. It's great to see longevity doing okay, but it doesn't amount to a hill of beans if you aren't doing okay. How are they doing it and you aren't? It lies in your activities today. You've got to learn how to do 2 interviews a day. You've got to learn how to do 1 3-way a day, and you need to walk your talk. Several of you say, Tom, why aren't you calling me on the phone? I go, because you aren't calling me for 3-way calls. You're telling your team to do 3-way calls and interview 2 people a day, and you aren't doing it. So you're obviously playing a different game than I am. And you get to do that. That's not my business. It's your business. But if you want me to play that game, we're playing it my way. We're playing basketball. We're not playing Parcheesi here. I don't want to play Parcheesi. I want to play basketball. I want to win at basketball. And I've got to get basketball players in the game with me. I don't want to hear the stories about you not knowing people, about you not wanting to do this or you not wanting to do that, but you want your team to do that. Because I'll guarantee you one thing right now, that's the fastest way to have a breakdown, is when you're telling your team to do something that you won't do, and you think they don't know that you're not doing it. They know you're not doing it in their heart, in their head, in their everything, and I'll guarantee you that's where your breakdown is going to occur. How could you possibly do that to anybody, your children or your team? It's impossible. So if you wonder where the breakdown always is, it's never out there. It's always inside. So today, take that on. I'm not telling you to do anything about it because you probably can't in one day, but I can tell you you can take on taking it on. And you can think that through and say, what do I need to do to have the confidence to go do what I'm asking other people to do? Where's that breakdown going to occur? And how can I ask somebody else to fight through it when I'm not willing to do it myself? Once you get that, it's all over. And I'm talking to several of you new people that are so on fire, you're waiting for me. Larry Clapp down in Houston. Tom, I've got 4 3-way calls for you tonight at 8 o'clock Central Time. 4 of them. Not 1, 4 of them. He sent me all the interviews of these people. Here they are. Boom, boom, boom. 1 by 1. It is extraordinary. Dan Sutherland, unbelievable things coming out the other side because he broke through it. He fought through it. So can each one of you guys. Fight through it. Get it off the ground. Be Orville. Be Wilbur. But be brave. Be bold. Be in the game. Be your dreams. Be your goals. Be your life. That's all I'm asking. I love you guys. And here we come back. You are